Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's been a while. Um, don't really know how to make these kinds of videos. I've made videos where I sit down and I talk to you guys, and they just never turn out well. I never enjoy them. It always sucks. It's always something that you never want to do. No YouTuber. I don't think any YouTuber I know ever wants to make these videos. It's always very melancholy. It sucks. Personally, I don't want to drag this out, so I will try to make this as clear and as short as I can for you guys. Uh, so let's just get straight into it. Why did I stop playing, streaming, being a part of SAR in every aspect, essentially? That's a long story. I could probably sit here and talk to you guys for a very long time, if I'm being honest. A very, very long time about it, but if I'm going to be honest, I think I can make this bullet points, if you will. And we'll just go with why I kind of fell out of the loop, and the love for the game was probably somewhere around Christmas of 2023, and that was the first time I had actually left SAR. I had actually left, can't get the word out, kind of doing that as my main game. And the reason for that was, you guys can go back and look at my community post, because I did make something about that. But it was pretty much, I had made a video, and not even the video, the short of this was me recording a new animal, and I had essentially been teamed on by two people in solos, made a short about it, and it broke their community guidelines somehow for whatever reason. I don't know how that happens, how me being the victim here, and I didn't cry and make a bullcrap, complaint or anything, want them banned or something. I just simply made a short, and I got in a bunch of trouble. So much so because I was a little immature. Didn't really care. I was talking to one of the moderators, and they basically said because of my immaturity and all this, my content creator was revoked. And that was kind of the first time I'd already known that their moderation system was garbage, complete and utter garbage. And when I say that, I don't mean just, their whole system is trash. Like, for a game that's that big in the indie game space, it's complete trash. I'd had incidents before with stream snipers and all this other crap. So obvious, and they never did anything. It would always be, we'll look into it, we need more proof, some other BS. So when this happened, I just stepped back. Not even that their content creator role gave you anything. It was pretty much trash in that aspect too. It was a hoodie and access to making your own private games. Like, whoop-de-doo. And at the time, me and a few other people who had gotten into it had legitimately been making good content, and I personally think there should have been something. I don't know what it would have been. I have no clue, but it should have definitely been something more, for sure. So I'd left to go do Fortnite. I don't know how long it lasted. I know at the time when I'd made that switch, it was good. It was definitely a good break, and I actually did well. Those videos did pretty good. Those videos did really well. And I had a few decent videos in there that, again, view-wise, everything did well. And then, for most YouTubers, when they leave their I wasn't even making money then, I don't think. So they're just, for me, their view cow, not even cash cow. I went back for a multitude of reasons. Not only because I had been a firm believer that whatever game made you and that your audience is attached to, you kind of are obligated and should continue not to fully make content, but to kind of, make them happy and provide them with what they subscribed for, or even, became a member for. I didn't have members at the time, but you get the point. And I went back, and I kind of struggled with the same thing that I had before this, where it's like what gets views and what my viewers want and what I want. And I've always wanted to do Fortnite, without a doubt. Only other games that come close are, Apex. I do enjoy that game a lot, but again, that's kind of a game that I need people to play. I don't have that many friends that want to play those games, and even if they're going to play those games, they're going to take the time to get good at, which is important. So Fortnite has always been up there, and I'm pretty good at it, so I can make videos relatively easy, and I enjoy it. completely and utterly been one of my most played games outside of single player, like Xbox games for sure. And then I don't really remember what happened after that. I came back, made a few videos, enjoyed coming back, you know, just left things kind of like it didn't happen. It still sucked, it still hurt, but I kind of just shoved that to the back, if you know what I mean. And then it just kind of started to go into, I want to say had a taste for Fortnite viewership, but I had, you know, been doing shorts, and that had helped grow my channel immensely. So I was like, okay, maybe I should keep doing more Fortnite. So if the shorts people go to my channel, there's actual videos for them. And then in doing that, a little bit of YouTube education for you guys is if you upload a video and 10 people click on it, you know, it's shown 15 times, 10 people click on it. All right, they're going to push the video out more. If it doesn't get clicked, it's just the YouTube algorithm assumes it's a garbage video. It's the most easy way I can put it. And when you upload SAR and Fortnite, some videos do well, some videos don't. And I just had this constant uphill battle with my SAR videos doing okay, and my Fortnite videos doing below okay for me. And everything just kind of started to go down, like SAR and Fortnite, because the Fortnite people who would watch that stuff wouldn't click on my SAR stuff, and the SAR people wouldn't click on my Fortnite stuff. So it was like a constantly losing battle, and that was kind of really hard. So I kind of started to pull back a little bit, and I don't even know what time period we're in at that point. I just know that I had pretty much slowed down a decent amount to do a lot of shorts specifically. And then I'm going to skip ahead to where I think I would say I kind of started to taper off a lot and move towards Fortnite. This would have been the beginning of last year, like literally like February. I'd got a job and I had been doing some Fortnite, a lot of Fortnite actually from what I remember, especially shorts, and a little bit of SAR, a little here and there, a little here and there. And it was fine, no problems with it. But this is also when I believe other people were starting to quit. A lot of my friends were starting to quit. And I've completely skipped over a lot of stuff to make this a pretty short video. A lot of my friends had quit due to them not updating the game. You know, this is just my personal, like, problems with, like, the moderation team and all that kind of stuff. And views. Not necessarily even their game yet. We're not even talking about that. But they had pretty much not done an update in a year, like a real update. Like I'm talking like they really hadn't done a full season in a year. And a lot of my friends were just out. A lot of streamers were out, had started playing other things, and totally fair. And I had started to feel that way too. Because as a content creator, yeah, you can make your own challenges. I don't think you should have to completely rely on updates. However, it also goes the other way where I don't think you should have to completely rely on typing Super Anime Royale challenge video ideas into ChatGPT or sitting around on a notepad for 20 minutes, you know, an hour thinking of challenges and writing stuff down. So that had also been a big problem for me because all my friends had stopped playing and I wasn't going to sit around and do solo stuff all the time. And then we kind of got to the last part for me, like the final straw. And for me, that was just when they had finally made their big update. This was supposed to be season 10. The big, like, I don't even know what you want to call it. This should have been a real season. They had gone an entire year with nothing. This should have been the colossal update, in my opinion, and in a lot of other YouTubers and content creators' opinions. And they just tanked it. They did nothing. I don't think they added a new gun. I don't think they added a new map POI. I think they just added skins. Again, freaking skins nobody wants and cares about. And probably, I don't even remember the battle pass. Like, I don't even think I finished the battle pass. And I had tried to get into it around this time to just stream it. Just stream, not even making shorts, videos, just purely streaming. And it lasted for about a month. And then obviously, most of my friends had completely quit. Some of my friends, I won't go too deep into this because this will go way too long, had essentially just stabbed me in the back, had been using me for views, take your pick of whatever, left all of our friend groups, and dipped. And that to me was the turning point, if you will. That was the full, all right, what do you want to do? You know, I had already been in with, what would it have been, December, this last December, I had been doing, you know, YouTube and thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, really deciding like that actual career path was there, because the summer job, not even summer job, but the job I had from like February, the business didn't even make it to like October, not October, like it was closed on Christmas. I know that. So I think the last month I had worked was November-ish. And so I was like, all right, I got to find something that's going to pay the bills. So I went to trade school, did welding, graduated from that in January. I've been looking for a job for months, and I've been working something for about, as of now, about a month. And yeah, the game to me was, nothing has changed. If you look at one of my videos from from probably 2 years ago even, you won't notice anything different. And like I said, with my friend stabbing me in the back, some other friends leaving for own personal reasons, left a bad taste in my mouth to go back to that game. And I won't even sugarcoat it. You know, most of you probably know who I'm talking about. Vonnie, as formerly known. I mean, to say that we didn't make the most videos on that game, and almost every single area of that map, we probably have a clip, a funny moment, a something. And for them to do what they did, it was almost unbearable to go back to, because I knew that this person no longer, not only did they not care about me, but they actively went against me and our whole friend group for their own sake, to save their own skin, essentially, to hide from their actions, not take accountability. And at the end of the day, the player count for the game kept going down. So for me to go back to a game, get, 400, 500 views for a video that I'm going to put a lot of time and effort into while having a full-time job, and not even be the main game that I want to play, just didn't make a lot of sense, in my opinion. If you guys want, because I was planning on doing a downfall, essentially, of SAR, but if you guys do want a second part to this where I kind of go a little bit more in depth, I could even talk to some of my friends. I know Dyer and Misery have a lot to say on this game, because they both obviously made themselves off the game and then stepped away far sooner than I did. And going back to why, why I didn't quit earlier in wanting to stay loyal to my fan base and all this stuff, I still stand by that. I will come back at one day, whether it's just a video, a stream, something like that, for you guys. It will always be there, because I know there are some people that always want that. And I get comments almost every single day saying, when you're going to come back, when's the next SAR video, this and that. So just let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you have any more questions, I will let you know. And as always, I love you guys. See you later.